My God.
What's the word, man?
What's good with you, man?
I'm good. Appreciate your time out to talk with me. Make a play.
Man, likewise.
And we just got talking about all the incredible plays that you've been making and how you've been making them. But I always like to ask, how are you? And keep
Chill.
this crazy year we're having.
Yeah.
How y'all doing, man?
Yeah, it's been a crazy year, man. I can't lie. It's been an adjustment creatively, but I just been finding a pocket to thrive, and it's been dope to see people kind of persevere through this right now. Just testing your limits, you know. It's important to see where you at mentally and spiritually in times like this. So, you know.
Nah, absolutely. Well, listen, you've been making some dope plays. I mean, obviously, you dropped that EP not too long ago, a couple weeks ago. It's
Yeah.
definitely produced and/or wrote for Chris Brown, Joyner Lucas, Lil Key, Roddy Ricch, Eric Bellinger, Kehlani. The list goes on. So I see what you're doing out there.
My guy, nah, thank you, bro. Just hustling, dog. For real. Just having fun with it, just finding new ways to reinvent myself, and it's just fun being a part of different people's legacy.
Yeah, nah,
That's
you
the fun part.
definitely doing that, bro. So what were you working on before everything got shut down? Before things started going crazy? What was your plan going into 2020?
We actually had a label situation, so I had a project that we're not gonna put out now till next year, but so we're gonna go a different direction. We're gonna do a project with this certain situation, but COVID kind of hit like the second week of talks, and it was like the second and third meeting type, flights, booking rooms and New York, you know how that shit go. So it was at that stages, and then it kind of hit at the craziest time, but it was a blessing because it just let me go back in the studio and just. I was relying on that project, but it just put a spark in me to just keep going, do some new shit, and everything kind of worked out. I was able to work with some other companies and put out these last couple projects, so it kind of just set everything up better than I thought.
So you were able to pivot and adjust.
Yeah, it was perfect because I had different options, and so luckily I just kept the rapport good enough to where we could keep the conversations going after certain things fell through, and it was a blessing in disguise, for real. I got to do a lot of the things I wanted to do my way, so it's important.
Sounds like it was a blessing. Now you're from Indiana, right?
Yup.
What part?
Hammond, Indiana, 219, like right by Gary.
Okay, okay. I
Yeah.
lived in Naptown for about 8 months.
Oh yeah. Yup. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm kind of familiar with Indianapolis. So what
Yeah.
got you into music?
Oh man, I used to be just. I was always just popular on like social media. So just trying to pivot and just find a way to market that and make it profitable, I guess it was. So I was designing clothes for artists, their merch, shooting videos, really anything just to get my name in the mix. So it allowed me to get closer to different people and meet different people. And, you know, I kind of did everything in the background at first.
Right.
And I was just able to use that momentum after I made some connections and introduce people to my own music.
So let me ask you that, because I mean, what really came first for you? Were you always doing like music on the low, or was it the production part?
Not, Nah, see, I was always around music. Like all my homies were rappers and artists and shit, but I was just like the one who would market it for them because
Okay.
I always had the social media stuff on lock,
Right.
So I would just help them promote their music. My bad. Yeah, it just led to
Oh,
me building my own following over time. And eventually I started meeting artists, and they were just like having me pick out their beats. I just had an ear for beats, so I was just, yo, get on this song. You should work with this artist. And so I just started out as a connector at first. And then one of my artist homies, his name is Life. He he said, "Yo, you should try something on here. Like, just fuck around with it." And so it just led to me, getting more comfortable in the studio. And then, after that, I just never looked back. I started putting stuff on SoundCloud, and I was like, I like this.
so it was always in you. It just had to come out.
Yeah, because I just thought I wanted to be in the background. I was like, yo, I'm cool with this as long as I got somebody who rap my songs or sing my songs and get on my beats, I'm cool. But then the homie looking at me like, bro, you a star too, so you should fuck with it first and see if it pops for you. And then, you know, if not, you know, we can still work. But it ended up doing pretty well for me.
How long do you think it took you to really start getting comfortable with everything?
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Probably like last year was when I felt I really got comfortable. But 2016 is when I would say my music shifted and it started sticking more. So 2016 is when I feel like I hit my stride. And maybe like this past year is when I felt like I really kind of learned how to tap into it without necessarily needing to be inspired by something that happened. It was just, I could just unlock it.
So would you say like the pandemic kind of spurred this most recent project that you put out?
Yeah, the pandemic shifted my work rate and then my creativity. It just put me in a different level to where if I can create a madness, I know I can make a masterpiece in peace if I can make a masterpiece in chaos. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, I like that.
Right.
You know? So this is the most music I've ever done in like a 3 or 4 month span.
So let's talk about your creative process because like I said, he was solid. The 2 songs that stuck out to me was This Way and Obvious. But again, a solid project. So what is your creative process like as far as making music? You know, what comes to mind first? So do you have a song in your head or do you have to hear the beat first? How does it go?
It starts off as tweets. So I'll tweet something, like I tweeted Make It Obvious so I can be sure, like last year, to test the waters without context to see if people gravitate towards it. We got like 12,000 retweets, 30,000 likes, whatever the stats were, whatever. So anytime a tweet goes viral, I make it a hook.
Smart.
So I test out all my lyrics without context over the next year, or you know, to see if I'll put it in the song. And this way, it was the same, you know, same type of thing. I was just putting lines in Twitter, and people were like, "Oh, this is fly." And then I would copy and paste it and search it on Twitter and find like 200 accounts who said the same thing.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And just gauge if people were really just, they never heard the song yet. So yeah. I knew if they liked it without context or a beat, that it'll make a great song. So that's how I do all my songs pretty much.
Bro, that is genius right there because usually now it's people, they put the caption in, you know, a post after they hear the song, or they'll take a verse or something from a song and make it a caption. You basically caption first, and if it caught fire, you turned it into a song.
So I met a football player from the Dolphins. Bro made a caption on his page, and ESPN reposted it. And it said, "You're not proud of me, you just surprised." And then another line. But I had tweeted that like a couple years ago, and it went like crazy viral to where I saw people making renditions of it and tweaking it ever so. But when he posted it, I commented like, "Oh, you heard the music?" And he DM'd me like, "Damn, I heard of you, but I never heard this song. I saw the tweet from somebody, and I just used the caption." And then he heard the song, was like, "Oh shit, you saying it in the hook." So I think that's just a good way to just get in people's heads before they know that you're in there.
Smart, bro, smart. So at this point, how do you determine what songs to keep for yourself and what to give away?
It's not really hard because I pitch everything.
Mm-hmm.
I pitch everything. But sometimes the song I pitch isn't the finished version. So, you know, I adjust it for myself always. Whether it's certain parts of the beat, I'll always tweak it to where it's more custom for me. But I let everybody hear everything first. And if they don't like it, I get excited anyway because I know I'm going to make it do what I'm supposed to do. So in the back of my mind, I'm hoping somebody takes it. And then the other side, I'm like, man, I hope they say they don't like this shit so I can put it out.
No doubt, bro. So what's next for you? What does the rest of 2020 look like? Even though we only got, what, 4 more months left?
Yeah. Shit, we got Tank album coming. I'm working on that. We got Breezy album coming. I got a couple on there. I might put out something special at the end of the year, depending on how I'm feeling. But I think I got maybe one more project. I don't know, but a lot of videos, shooting a lot of videos. And then this LA group, Blue Bloods Clan, their project's out right now. They're going crazy. I got one on there called Riot. If y'all haven't heard them, y'all got to get hip. So I'm doing some shit for them. You know, yeah. So we got a few artists and then myself. But really next year is going to be next year is the album. So the rest of this year, I'm just having fun, shooting videos, putting out more content, and, you know, just enjoying myself as much as I can.
That's what's up. Well, bro, you're definitely doing your thing. When I put out there that I was talking with you tonight, I got a lot of good responses and feedback and stuff. So
Hey, that's love. That's love.
definitely doing your thing. I'm going to wrap it up on this question right here. Obviously, 2020 has been a crazy year, but it's also been a year of self-reflection. What, if anything, has this year either taught you about you or taught you about life in general?
That's a good question. I would say I used to panic more in life. Like, I used to be quicker to find the wrong in something. And I think this taught me to preserve that energy and to process my thoughts before I make actions, and just, you know, sometimes give the benefit of the doubt, be the bigger person. Don't say what you want to say immediately. Think about it. So I just learned how to slow down more and appreciate what I'm saying, who I'm saying it with, and be mindful of my words. You know, it's very powerful. So just reflecting on the time that I've been able to slow down, it's been what up, Noops? Yeah. Yep.
What up, Fi?
Hey, what up, Noop? Oh, that's crazy. That's
Yeah.
wild, bro.
Yes, sir. Pod chapter.
Hey, Alpha Chapter.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. When I was up there, I actually was going to a lot of the alumni meetings for Indianapolis alumni. So
Yeah, that's crazy.
groups up there, man. Real cool.
Yeah, small world, bro.
Yeah, small world. You know, coming from the South, you don't really meet a lot of single letter chapter Noops. But then when I got up in Indianapolis, you guys are all over there. Because, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, Alpha, but, you know what I'm saying? Gamma's, they're all the original Midwest chapters. So that's dope, bro.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah, we got to stay in contact, Nope.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I knew there was a good energy about it.
Nah, for real, for real. Hey, you know what's so crazy? I feel like I seen you before on some campus shit in Indianapolis, bro. Like, small world.
You know, when I moved out there, I didn't really know anybody.
Yeah.
So the quickest way for me to like network was like
straight to the Noops.
I was like, okay, I found out where they was getting up, and I just rolled up in there, and it was introduce myself, and they was like, boy, we know you a Noop because nobody who come up to some old school brothers and introduce themselves with that much. I don't know nobody out here. You know, y'all the Noops, I'm the Noop, so what's good? And they just showed me a lot.
Hey, that's good to hear, man. That's how we do it, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But nah, bro, let's definitely stay connected, man. Keep doing what you're doing. And you know what I'm saying? I'm you know, in the DM.
My brother, let's do it.
All right, my man.